Hey guys, what's up? Morning coffee, cheers. Alright, trying something different here. Since like the word quarantine is being thrown around a bunch and all that stuff, and like, people are like, it's like I want to try to be careful here because I definitely don't want to make light of the situation, right? But at the same time, it's like I'm sure this is gonna pass, right? Just follow the what's instructed, try to like stay safe, wash your hands, and all that stuff, right? But I was talking to my buddies like over the weekend, and like as we kept 6 feet apart in distance, right? We're talking about quarantine and like how scary it is and all that stuff, and I just brought up this movie that like I really liked. It's about being a quarantine, right? And this is a movie that's from Spain, so the whole movie's in Spanish, right? And it's called Rec. Now they actually made an English version of this movie. Yeah, just simply they call it Quarantine, right? And like I haven't watched it. My girlfriend watched it. She says this is good, right? I don't know. To be honest, I prefer the original because I'm a purist in that matter, right? But no, since if you guys are into horror flicks and all this stuff, then this is probably a movie that I would suggest you guys check out, right? They'll make you feel better that you're actually stuck in the house, right? Because in this case, in this movie, like there's people that are stuck in a quarantine with like some evil spirits and all this shit, and pretty much like the government, seals off like the building, and anybody that exits, they get shot. They don't fuck around, right? So people are pretty much just stuck in that building to fend for themselves, and shit doesn't end well, right? I just gotta play some behind the scenes stuff like what I'm talking over here. But like, the cool thing about this movie is that like, I'm not really into horror flicks. I mean, I do like horror movies, don't get me wrong. I grew up watching a lot of like the Friday the 13th and Freddy Krueger, Jason, Halloween, all this stuff, that kind of movies. Chucky. Remember I liking Chucky a lot when I was a kid, so I did grow up watching a lot of like cheesy 99-cent rental B horror movies kind of shit. I did grow up watching a lot of that stuff, right? So I mean, horror flicks doesn't like necessarily bug me, however, I feel like me personally, like the reason why I don't like a lot of horror movies is because like I feel like a lot of them they just focus too much on the violence of things rather than having a good story, right? And yeah, I got nothing wrong with that as long as you have fun with it, right? I like corny movies that have fun with themselves. It's like kind of like the movie Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys see about this. It's like a cheesy B movie with a puppet, and it's like turkey that goes around killing people and shit like that. So I do like shit like that. It's fun, right? It's funny. So anyways, the point is that I like horror flicks, but I'm pretty picky with what kind of horror flicks I watch, right? Now that being said, like the kind of horror flicks that I pretty much enjoy the most are one of these like the handheld camera types, right? Like I really like that kind of horror flicks. Not necessarily Blair Witch, that shit was too annoying, but like when it's done right, I do like movies that has that handheld feel, right? So people are they're using their camera to like film and all this stuff, and like pretty much it puts you in that situation. It's kind of like that's the feeling I get when I watch this movie. So it's like it makes it more intense for me to watch. Those kinds of like movies where it's like the handheld action. It's fucking brutal. So yeah, so when they're filming, this is pretty much how they've been filming the whole time. They have a camera mounted like kind of like a stabilizer, almost like a steering wheel. So like throughout the whole movie, that's pretty much how it was filmed, right? Just like in that perspective, right? And like the cool thing, I mean, I watched the behind the scenes here. I'll link it in the description. So I think it has English subtitles, I'm sure. The main actress, she's actually a news reporter in Spain, right? So they got her to be a reporter, even though she's a reporter in real life. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Make it more realistic or whatever, right? But probably the thing I appreciate about the movie the most is pretty much like a lot of this movie has a lot of long takes, right? So like they don't cut the camera, right? So because everything is being done in real time, it's not like they can cut the camera for different corners, right? So like if somebody fucks up or whatever, or they need to readjust themselves, or they need to realign the camera or get the props ready, they had to do that all beforehand. Okay, yeah, there's one scene in the movie where it was like a one long take where pretty much they follow one guy going up the stairs, right? And pretty much like there's a scene where one of the women, she's contaminated with the disease or spirit or whatever. She like bites some dude's neck off, right? And then like from there they carry the guy down the stairs, right? So it was like one long take of them going up the stairs to help this old lady. She attacks the guy. The guy is like fucking bleeding. Then they carry his ass down. The whole time it's one shot. Pretty much like the person like following them behind the camera the whole time. Like, I can't hear it, but she's like fight your ass. Really crazy camera shake. It's more intense, right? And she's like what? What's the next? So then, they do like the scene where they carry his ass down. So yeah, all that's done in one shot. So yeah, there's a lot of cool prosthetics in this movie. Nothing too crazy. They kept it pretty practical, which is something I appreciate the most. When like And horror flicks, I do kind of like more practicality instead of doing CGI. You know, I kind of don't like it when they do movies where there's like a lot of CGI. You know, doing fake blood and whatever. I mean, I don't mind it, right? But you know, for some reason, like when I see like horror movies and stuff like that, and when they do the practical puppets and all the stuff, you know, the makeup, I did appreciate that more, right? Rather than CGI. You know, that's just my personal preference, to be honest. So I'm gonna to end the video. Like, there's not much spoilers really. Just people stuck in a building and they're fucked, and yeah, it doesn't end well. It's a horror flick, but yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. They actually got this actor. He's like this tall, scrawny guy, right? And like they pretty much they put like fake tits on him and all this stuff, and made him like an evil, like a zombie kind of creature, right? But yeah, the ending was pretty intense, right? Yeah, creepy. So, anyways, yeah, like I want to end the video here. It's like if you guys want to see a actual fucked up movie that's about a quarantine, I definitely check out this movie, Wreck. I encourage you to check it out, the Spanish version. I don't know, maybe on Netflix or Hulu. I don't know. Yeah, it's old. It's from like 2007, I believe, right? But yeah, it's a good movie. I did like it. I did enjoy it, right? So it's definitely worth the watch, right? Since you're quarantined or in a lockdown, you can watch this movie about a quarantine where people get fucked up, right? Because that's what horror's all about. Okay. All right, I'll end the video there. Hope you guys enjoy this. And yeah, you know, I'm not making light of this. I'm just, you know, trying to have fun with you guys and all this stuff. So yeah, horror movies are fun. I like this one. This one gets my double thumbs up and all this shit, right? So, all right, that's all I got for you. Take care and peace.